Week 13 of the Belgian Pro League and last season's top 4 face-off, just as they did on the final day last season. Champions Antwerp host Genk, Unie Saint-Gilloise tackle Club Brugge again, and 2 of the current top 4 meet as well, Cercle Brugge and Anderlecht. Of other contenders, Gent are at Charleroi, Standard Liège host Mechelen, who dismissed Steven Defour as coach following their cup loss to third flight Knokke. 3 games at the bottom to start with. First though, Leuven Westerlo or RWDM Kortrijk, and first, Sint-Truiden against Eupen.
A game which might just have you dancing on the tables or the ceiling. It's 9th against 10th in the Belgian Pro League. It's Friday night football. It's Sint-Truiden against Eupen. Good opportunities for Koita to get the cross in, and he did so and has come through towards Hashioka. Great opening for Sint-Truiden. Covered by Janus Stukers, poked forward well again towards Zahiro Leslam. And it's in! Aboubakary Koita! I'm not sure he knew a huge amount about it. The attempted clearance by Paishauser, rebounding in, and it's 1-0. I think that might have gone in off Paishauser. It's open up well. Tight angled effort from KVC Zahiro Leslam and Gabriel Salinina, who's had his wishes of back-to-back clean sheets in the league ruined. Bruno Godot back in the area. They've crammed the area. Nodded across by Hashioka. Here's a big opening. Couldn't quite be turned into the first time of asking Hashioka over the top. That's a brilliant ball launched up and what control by Hashioka as well. And Hashioka's gone for it. Slanina recovering well to keep it out. Ito has got it up towards Eric Bokar. That was quite an escape. Zahiro Oleslam's waiting in the middle. Bokar still going. That's a decent header too. Janus Stukers arriving. Chance for Nuhu to break forward here for Eupen. He is surrounded, but he's still going Nuhu, and he's got the space to shoot to. As good a chance as Eupen have had all game. Koita having a little look, Slanina getting back quickly. Great ball inside, Ryan van Elden. Just couldn't turn it in. Looking for a flick on here, and an equaliser in the 94th minute. At long last for Eupen, they have an equaliser. And it finishes a draw at the Stein. Eupen tying it up with the final act of the game.
12th hosting 15th, with the bottom 4 going into the relegation playoffs this season, or RWDM losing at the death again last week, conceding in the 96th minute at Sint-Truiden. Kortrijk's 3-0 loss to Genk, a bit more definitive. The constant outfoxing of RWDM is something home coach Claudia Casapa is having to deal with. 3 wins out of 5, meanwhile, for Kortrijk in all competitions since the arrival of Glenn de Burke. 15 minutes before the first proper chance, falling for Kortrijk, playing in white today, England under-20 international Alex Maiton, on loan from Nottingham Forest, centering for England under-21 international Sheyi Ojo to turn in. His first goal since coming on loan from Cardiff City. RWDM conceding an early goal this time. The original effort blocked by Luis Segovia before Ojo found the target. Second from bottom, Kortrijk ahead. Evidence that Carroll's boss Glenn de Burke has still got it. These two will meet again next month in the last 16 of the Cup. Kortrijk seeing off Dender on penalties midweek, or WDM beating Olympic Charleroi, and Molenbeek back into their rhythm quickly. Jeff Rayner Adelaide's speculative ball into the box, headed home by Ile Camara. His first goal in professional football, the 20-year-old having signed from Anderlecht Futures in the summer. Not much Carroll's keeper Tom van den Berge could do position off his line. An awkwardly positioned header set up by a superb, precise ball into the area for him. Or WDM scoring for the 7th game in a row. Rayner Adelaide, an excellent pickup from sister club Lyon, currently bottom of Ligue 1 in France. Another quality ball releasing MATCHDAY. Van den Berge stopping it this time, and on the double too. The presence of João Silva a big help. Gay scoring RWDM's stoppage time equaliser at Sint-Truiden last week, but losing to an even later winner. Within a minute, another one sent in by Rayner Adelaide, nodded down by Gay for Florence Sanchez to have a go. Van den Berge denying, Gay unable to follow up. A lively first half, with the hosts having most of the good chances. But 1-1 at half-time. It was Pierre Duomo's late winner to send Molenbeek through in the Cup midweek, and Duomo getting half-time substitute Mathieu Boop in early into the second half. Van den Berge is saving another one, and Boop with the original nod down for Duomo, or WDM pushing strongly. Jonathan Eris is back at RWDM after 7 seasons in Hungary and another 2 at Eupen. A quality crossfield ball from him locating Riquelme, the Brazilian unable to muster anything threatening. Kortrijk not mustering much up front in the second half themselves. Ojo is in good creative form for a lot of today, but this one clobbered away by William Klaus. And suddenly, a big chance of an RWDM breakthrough. A proper foot race for Gay and João Silva. Gay with the close control, but not quite the finish. An entertaining first half, attacking first half, not being followed by a second. Another point for Kortrijk under Glenn de Burg. Kasapa would have preferred a win, or WDM 1, Kortrijk 1. RWDM Leuven, 4th from bottom, but progressing in the Cup midweek, hitting 5 past 5th flight, Elena Gruttenberger. Bottom side Westerlo losing at Jupiler Pro League strugglers Beveren. Do they not want to play for me, asked Jonas de Rock after. At Leuven, Mark Bryce out, Oscar Garcia in. Eddie Van Ammel's 4th and final game as caretaker. 2 of the previous 3 producing wins, but also last week's 5-1 reverse against Anderlecht. Westerlo in their change kit of blue with 1 win in 15 in all competitions, but only 1 defeat and 5 in the league. Emin Beram intercepting Maxence Prévost's goal keep, delivering a testing drive in response. Prévost, the first goalkeeper, called into action 20 minutes in. Always a key thing for goalkeepers to keep full concentration during a largely uneventful game. So here's Johan Messies testing Sinan Bolat here big time. There's been a spate of long-distance attempts lately, but from Messies, this the longest yet. Bolat back in time, but relief he didn't have to try and make a save. It would have been some goal. Some attacking ingenuity from Messies and out heavily Leuven there. Messies involved again here, looking for a penalty from Arthur Piedvort's challenge. Nothing doing, however. Last season, Westerlo showed great form to reach the top 8 and the European playoffs, and with the top 12 providing the same reward this season, Jonas de Rock says that's an achievable target. Nicholas Madsen placing Jordan Boss for a solid tight-angled effort. Prévost equal to it. Boss finished top of the A-League's regular season the past 2 years with Melbourne City, only to finish runners-up overall. He'll feel at home in Belgium then. 0-0 at half-time, the pressure on both sides. Not necessarily the most eventful of games, but Messies certainly with a full diary. This tackle on him by Bakary Haidara, a risky one, particularly with the Ivorian already on a yellow card. Westerlo holding on to 11 men though. Leuven had their joint best ever finish last season in 10th, but progressing to a higher single-digit finish proving a major task. Mazis making much happen for them tonight, Bolat stopping him, and OHL in their tracks again. Tight angle, on target all the same. Westerlo showing enterprise up front. Sergei Sidorchuk releasing Brian Reynolds down the right. Hamza Mendel tripping him up. No doubt from referee Simon Borodui. And no doubt about it either, a clear penalty kick. Prevost getting used to this situation. It's the 6th penalty that Leuven have conceded so far this season. And they've all been scored too. Nicholas Madsen converting this one. Joy, relief, and certainly no overconfidence from Westerlo about being in front though, having scored the opener at home to Union last week, only to lose 3-1. It's now 3 out of 3 from the spot for Madsen this season. Decisively put home. 5 minutes after opening the scoring, Madsen's free kick causing Leuven more big problems at the back, with no proper clearance forthcoming. Sidorchuk rifling home Westerlo's second. His first goal since signing from Dynamo Kyiv, where he'd won 3 Ukrainian Premier League titles. Certainly enjoying this one. 2 failed attempted clearances from Leuven. Sidorchuk taking full advantage of that. Maybe they should ask him to try this more often. Another win for Westerlo. They're off the bottom with only 1 loss in 6 league games. Leuven 0, Westerlo 2. Royal Antwerp against Racing Genk, the top 2 from last season. Genk conceding the title to the Great Old in the 95th minute of the final game. 1 league win in 6 for the champions now though, and tonight they face the best current unbeaten run in the Pro League, ton unbeaten for Genk. Muya released down the right-hand side. Janssen taps it in. Antwerp ahead with only 4 minutes played. A brilliant start, and Genk totally unlocked. Muya having fun down the right, definitely up for Bataille. Delat on, Balakwisha, 2! 10 minutes played, Antwerp in dreamland. What a start. Space for Bataille, on by Delat. And Balakwisha arriving in the far post, and nothing Van der Veer could do about it at all. Deep corner by Alkanoos. McKenzie, what a stop! Brilliant save by Jean Boutet. Terrific header, and the save even better. Decent openings down the right, short by Eklenkamp. Muya could try. Lovely save by Van der Veer. It's going in, and touched in by Janssen, and the ball's in the net a 3rd time. But the flag is up for offside. Lothar Dont ruling it out for now. Quite a few sequences in this. First of all, Eklenkamp, the shot from Muya, maybe offside there. And then from the rebound, ahead of the ball, so definitely offside. If he'd stayed away, it would have gone in. Brian Aynon, chance to send it through. And Zakiri, open for the first time. Tight angle, hit the post. What an opening for Genk. They would have been back in it at 2-1. Zakiri scored in the cup win midweek. Launched long by Alderweireld. And he's got Balakwisha away, who's got support. He didn't need anybody. It's 3-0. 7 minutes to half-time. Whistle's gone. Well, Balakwisha at the bottom, I think, was being played on by Arteaga. And the goal counts. It's been given. Quality ball. Alderweireld brilliant, and Balakwisha so calm. 2 for him, 3 for Antwerp. And Genk caught out defensively again. 3-0. It's remarkable stuff. And Zakiri could be in again here. Good save, but Zakiri has scored. In first half stoppage time, it's 3-1. And Antwerp lose the clean sheet. And what was looking like an unassailable lead, the back pass, sudden by Bataille. 2 chances, but that's all Zakiri needed. Elkanoos in with the corner again, looking for Aynon at the near post, who's gone down. Challenged by Koulibaly. Was there a lot in that? He thinks so. No penalty. 3-1 to Antwerp at half-time in what was a breathtaking opening 45. Janssen getting it forward again well. And Balikwisha's away. He's got support from Muya. Balikwisha will take it on himself. And he'll hit the post. And that would have been a brilliant hat-trick. Rebounding quickly towards Ekkelenkamp and away. Brilliant burst forward. Super curl. So close. What a beautiful effort by Balikwisha. Almost 4. El Khanous. Chance to expand himself now. Skip well past Janssen. El Khanous so close, but just wide. They need a perk up in this. Only 2 goals down. This would have been a big help. So close. Aynan cut out well by Richie Delart. And a chance to get Vermeeren away. And he is away. And Balikwisha wants it. He's got it off the bar. Twice he's hit the woodwork. Superb stop by Van der Weert. Survival. Brilliant strike. But what a save by Van der Weert to prevent another. Another brilliant one over the top. Quick thinking required here. Balikwisha's in again. And Muya's in again. And this can wrap it up. And Iosa nearly did. Narrowly wide. It's Painsel's free kick in the 8th minute of stoppage time. He's hit the bar now. And Munoz hits the target. It's 3-2. Is there time for Genk to get a late equaliser? Good reactions. Brilliant free kick as well. Antwerp hold on. Another dramatic result for them against Racing Genk. A win this time. A 5-goal thriller. But it's Antwerp 3, Genk 2.
A clash of 2 of the top 4 with big ambitions for Bruges and Brussels this season. Both resurgent, 4th hosting 2nd from the Jan Breidel. Cercle Bruges against Anderlecht coming up. Here's Dreyer with that hat-trick last week. Anderlecht's first in a year and a half, and almost the lead here. Here's Dreyer. Good ball play through, and swept in by Hazard. Dolberg, Janssen the rebound. Great save, Wallason. It's a nice little tee-up. It's Hazard! Off the post by Hazard. Great try. Closest they've come. Closest he's come to a goal since joining them. Here's Hazard, did brilliantly, weaving through. He's managed to get a foot onto a Dolberg! 6 games, 6 goals, a modern day record for Anderlecht. Danke's the top scorer in the league, but Dolberg is the top predator. He's now scored in 6 games in a row. This is Sardella covering. Very clever again by Hazard. And that's even more clever. It's Dreyer for 2. It's the Danish combination. And right now, Anderlecht are great. 2 goals in 3 minutes to unlock Cercle Bruges. And there's not many who's done that this season.
Het werd 0-2, doelpunt van het nummer 36.
2-0 Anderlecht. And both goals very well worked. And Torgan Hazard very much to the fore in both. try it. Didn't get far with it. Maybe will this time. Oh, he's pulled it back well, and it's 3 strike-ins. And that might well do it now for Anderlecht. They're the first team to score 3 against Cercle Bruges this season. It says a lot about them. It says a lot about Cercle as well. One of the best defensive teams around. One of the most difficult to break down, full stop. And Anderlecht have managed it 3 times today. Here's Boho short. Denke's still waiting in a good position in the middle, but look, he's got 5 men around him. CK pulling it through. Denke still got the touch. Chance! Oh, so close! That was Denke. Nazinho played it onto him. Kevin Denke, great chance. And Anderlecht go within a point of Union at the top. A 3-0 win at Cercle Bruges. The biggest win that anybody has had against Cercle this season. And the most that anybody has scored against them this season.
Knokke knocking Mechelen out of the cup midweek. Coach Steven de Voer knocked out of his job. 14th and in free fall. A visit here to 8th place Standard Liège, who hit 5 past Haalbeek midweek. But Karl Hufken's men conceding 3 in the first half at Gent, interrupting the flow of 7 league games unbeaten. 2 missed penalties included. Sian Chinak's corner causing Mechelen keeper Gaten Cook difficulty. Sienna van Oysden heading just wide. Standard have shown their Champions playoff credentials in recent weeks with back-to-back wins over Club Brugge and Anderlecht. Hayaya Kawabe with a beauty in the comeback win over the Mauves. A cracker of a free kick here. He doesn't score tap-ins. His 4th goal since signing from Wolves, having netted 9 in Switzerland last season for Grasshoppers. Free kicks don't come much better than this. Standard ahead midway through the first half with a beauty. Fred van der Bist promoted to caretaker coach following de Voer's dismissal, winless in 6 league games, 5 of those losses falling from 6th to 14th in that time. The loss to Knokke the final straw, Lea Lember back with a big chance of the Malinois, but skied by the German striker. Car mechanic Ruben van Raffelgem knocking off early to score against them for Knokke midweek. Papa Bakari clocking off temporarily to let Lauber back in again. Arno Boda getting there just in time. Not necessarily straightforward for Standard. Lauberbach turning creator next time. A solid surge down the left-hand side. Popping up in the middle, Rob Scopes, with Boda called into action again. An excellent save. Fluke's rebound not causing any further problems. Scopes instrumental in Mechelen's famous cup success under words of Rankin, forcing a tremendous save out of Boda. Standard knowing they were in a game, breaking upfield with Chinak and Kamal Sowa, falling at the feet of William Kanga, but denied by Cook. A great opportunity for Standard to double their money. Kawabe's free kick, the difference between the teams at half-time, though. Mechelen trying to move the goalposts themselves for the second half. Kerim Rabchi with a good attempt from a narrow angle. Boda showing the form that's seen him regularly called up for Belgium in recent months. Sweden international Rabchi getting more into it in the second half, with lots of room opening up for him down the left-hand side, with Nicholas Storm out for a few months with an ACL injury picked up in the midweek cup tie. This one would have provided us with a firm contender for goal of the week. Rabchi scored 10 2 seasons ago, but has only netted twice since then. Almost 2 and 3 minutes for him here, this one needing slightly more curl. Mechelen have had bad luck with long-term absences lately. Belgali and Ramakers suffering ACL injuries too. Rabchi deputising well though. A great sprint to deny Dewal, crossing for Bafdili. Boda once more with his work cut out. Mechelen fighting hard to salvage their season. 2 minutes to go with the pressure still being put on Standard. William Balakwisha only on the pitch a minute when this back pass would go horribly awry. Not spotting 20-year-old Zimbabwean debutant Bill Antonio, himself just on his sub. Boda saving, Rob Scove scoring. Mechelen equalising in the 89th minute. Relegated 6 seasons ago, bouncing back at the first attempt. They don't want to go through all that again. Standard's recent results have generally been brilliant, and they may be in the top half of the table, but this a defensive lapse that leaves them just 5 points above the relegation zone. A very costly error indeed. Antonio out of the line of Balakwish's vision. Unfortunately for him, he saw him far, far too late. Another one to add to the collection of valuable goals for Scots. Only Mechelen's second point in 7 games, but they can ruffle the bigger boys. Karl Hufken's men certainly were here, with Antwerp also recently neutralised. Standard Liège 1, Mechelen 1.
Every time these two face off, it's a classic. Always one to savour, to sit back and enjoy and marvel. Tonight should be no different. Union Saint-Gilloise against Club Brugge is coming up. That's not the best clearance. Nielsen against his old colleagues. Morris down well to save it. First proper attempt of the game, 19 minutes in. Quickly sent forward by Puertas, cracking ball. Openings, Eckert. Puertas got their head onto a chance for the spectacular! Oh, what a goal! That's Zamora! That's 1-0 Union Saint-Gilloise. That's what he can do as a starter. And then some. And that might just have been twice Jupiler's goal from last week. Absolutely perfect. Brilliantly well earned, and a chance to get Amora away by Puertas, who's fed him well, and he's on the overlap. Amora might not need him. Parried, and a double save, and off the line then. Look at that! What an opening! Great move! Puertas right at the sharp end of it. That could have been 2. Mignolet left stretching for it. Lapoussin reveling in this. It's another corner sent in by Castro Montes, flicked on and off the line by De Kuiper. Club threatened, equalise. Maxim De Kuiper. Their first chance in almost an hour of football. A tremendous finish. Decent one poke forward. Amora's got in, and Amora's there, and Amora's past the goalkeeper, and Amora's scored. Unstoppable. He's completely flat out. That's the pace working again. He always scores like that this late in the game. I think he's picked up a really bad injury in the way too, though. It came out long from Maurice. Little flick by Rodriguez. That's his first touch to get Amora away. And Amora putting everything into it. And he slid off the pitch, and I'm sure he's hurt himself in doing so. It's a brilliant lead goal for Union Saint-Gilloise. And that is a penalty. And that will be that, surely. Union Saint-Gilloise have a penalty in the 95th minute. Rodriguez. Oh, he's missed it! Maurice was coming off his line. Oh, he saved it! And that might be the save that ensures the 3 points. It most definitely is. Union Saint-Gilloise beat Club Brugge, and they were dominant. 18 goal attempts to 4.
Charleroi 3-0 victory at TES Sports in the Cup midweek, their 4th win in 6 games, but the 2-0 league loss at Eupen last week really hurt, keeping them 11th. Third place Gent's 3-1 win over Standard Liège last week, their first league victory in 5. Again, no Gift Orban starting for Gent. Tariq Tissadali's run of goals keeping him in the starting lineup instead. Ave Kofi flicking this one away. Within seconds, Gent causing problems again. Mati Samois recycling down the right. Tissadali involved once more. Julien Desart pulling across for Hugo Kuipers, with Kofi equal to it again. A solid warning for Charleroi, with coach Felicia Massu looking for maturer defending this time. Tissadali sending Desart away. Kuipers trying to add to his 13-goal haul for the season to date. 9 of those in Europe. Tissadali kept out prior to that. A busy night for Kofi incoming. Tissadali's place regained following the ACL injury that saw him miss most of last season and the World Cup too. The Moroccan scoring for Gent in the midweek cup win against Patra Iceland and doing all the legwork here for their opener 18 minutes in. His 10th goal of the season, 4 in the league, and Kofi fearful it might be one of those nights. The goals flowing for Tissadali right now, and hence keeping Orban out of the team. And with goals like this, that might well continue. That the goal to put Gent 1-0 up at half-time. Winning their previous home game 3-2 against champions Antwerp, showing how dangerous Charleroi are again under Matsu. Dan Heyman's among the scorers in the midweek cup win, and forcing a good save here out of Davy Ruff. Ade Daba with the tee-up. Ruff having saved 2 Standard Liège penalties last week. Gent going right up the other end. Kuipers bursting through, upended by Damien Mark. A very obvious penalty. 10 times out of 10 these get given. With Kuipers having had a spot kick saved himself last week, Julien Desart instead taking and converting for his first goal of the season. From almost being pegged back, Gent 2 up just ahead of the hour mark. Frustrating for Charleroi that. Maybe Desart gets to keep this job. Hein van Ijzenbroek's men well in control, allowing the Gent coach to run the bench, including bringing on Gift Orban. It's been a frustrating season for the Nigerian hotshot, who scored 20 goals in the last 3 months of last season after coming from Norway. Orban's 8th goal of the season, a popular one. But he said afterwards, I just have to start games. How am I supposed to string goals together if I'm only coming on for 10 or 15 minutes here and there? How can I contribute to the club in this way? If I don't do it here, I'll do it somewhere else. Frustratingly for Matsu, that very much the clincher. Charleroi continuing to plug away in stoppage time though. Bernier and Dragsness not having a shot on when it came to them in the area. Marco Ilimaharitra definitely would. A goal back in the 7th minute of stoppage time. Gent losing their clean sheet. Very well struck all the same. Ilimaharitra 4th goal of the season to become the Zebras' top scorer. Gent with plenty back defending, unable to deny him. An excellent hit, but no more than a parting shot. Gent stay 3rd and are in Iceland next in the Conference League to face Breidablik before hosting Anderlecht next weekend. Charleroi slipped to 12th, and next up, they visit Mechelen. Charleroi 1, Gent 3. The big matchups all delivering this weekend. Royal Antwerp's 3-2 win over Racing Genk, a real thriller. Anderlecht pouncing at Cercle Brugge. And Union Saint-Gilloise with their 2-1 demolition of Club Brugge, their first home win over club since 1964. It's a 7th win in a row. Proper title contenders. Gent keep up their pace too with that 3-1 win at Charleroi. Westerlo, the big winners at the bottom. 2-0 win over Leuven, with 1-1 draws between Sint-Truiden and Eupen, RWDM and Kortrijk, and Standard Liège and Mechelen. A couple of significant gaps beginning to emerge, the top 3 all winning, Union maintaining their 4-point lead over Anderlecht and 5 over Gent. Cercle stay 4th despite losing, only 2 points between them, Genk, Antwerp and Club Brugge, only Antwerp winning among that set. Westerlo are off the bottom thanks to that win at Leuven, with Kortrijk drawing. Westerlo and Sint-Truiden kick off Week 14's action on Friday. Antwerp with another red letter day against Standard Liège coming up. At the bottom, it's Eupen or RWDM and Mechelen Charleroi. The Bruges derby opens up a tasty Sunday with a meeting of 2nd and 3rd, Gent and Anderlecht. Genk in 5th host Leuven, and leaders Union Saint-Gilloise would be certain of leading into December if they beat bottom side Kortrijk. Until then, from Will Downing and the Pro League TV team in Brussels, enjoy your football.